Good morning from Glenwood Lutheran Church. My name is Pastor Mark Manning, and I greet you after having been off the air, as it were, with my video messages to you each week. I finally upgraded the amount of available space I have on the cloud to store and do these programs. So we're back at it now, and so welcome once again on this Wednesday, April 17th. As we gather today, there's many things that are being celebrated. Some of you are just celebrating getting through the tax season, but today is International Bat Appreciation Day. Now, I raise this because our church is the it's the home to any one of a number of bats. I'm not exactly sure how many it might be, but we encounter them regularly. They like our church. They like the space and the warmth. And we have something of a relationship with them, because as I understand it, talking to people, we've always had bats come in and out of the congregation, depending on the time of year and such. We can depend on somewhat regular attendance by bats than some of the people who are members. Now, why do I raise this? We have this, again, relationship with them. People generally don't want bats in the church, especially when they are in the church. And yet, bats are protected by law. And so what do we do when we encounter them? It's a real problem for the staff and for Paul Anderson, our janitor, head custodian here. Sometimes they're flying around. They're not easy to trap or get a hold of when they're flying around. We can try, but they're adept, wonderful flyers. They're not blind at all. They can get around and navigate all over the church in through hallways and the sanctuary and classrooms pretty well. They can even, I think, use some of the crawl spaces and get in and out of the building as well. Given that, sometimes, for instance, we find them on the ground in a room. And do we just sort of just kill them right there? Do we try to somehow pick them up very gently, somehow using something so that we don't touch them and then release them? After all, we do care for God's creatures, and they are God's creatures. It presents something of a conundrum for us. How do we take care of God's creatures that we don't want in our building, and yet to treat them as if they are still nonetheless valuable, and we have a responsibility toward them? So I bring that toward you today. I don't have any real answers other than let's do our best as people in the world to protect some 1,400 different species of bats, 40 of which live in the United States, probably only one species of which is interested in our church, but nonetheless regard them, as much as we don't like them and we don't want them near us, to be nonetheless God's creatures. And as we are here at Glenwood Lutheran Church, try to figure the best way to get you inside our church and to keep them out. God bless us as we work on both of those tasks. On Wednesday, April 17th, International Bat Appreciation Day. God bless you all.